Hello, my dear students, welcome back. We are discussing the chapter Reaping Gold from Soil. And in the last class, we discussed about the different methods followed by farmers to ensure maximum diversity in their farms. Even if a farmer do all these things, do they get a good result? Look at the thoughts of a farmer about improving yield. To control weeds, he is going to use weedicides. And to control pests or to avoid diseases, he is going to spray pesticides. And for more yield, he is going to use chemical fertilizers. Are the decisions of the farmer beneficial? We should promote the use of fertilizers and pesticides that are not harmful to nature, right? Let's see some biopesticides that are commonly used by farmers to control pests in their farm. What do you mean by biopesticides? The pesticides obtained by naturally occurring substances to control pests. Examples: tobacco decoction. It is very effective to control greenfly and other soft-bodied insects which affects vegetable crops. Let's see how it is prepared. Cut 1 kilogram tobacco into small pieces. Soak them in 15 liters of water for 1 day. Filter this and dissolve 100 grams scraped bar soap in it by stirring well. Tobacco pesticide is ready. Dilute this by adding double the quantity of water and then spray on plants. Second one, neem cake. It acts as a natural fertilizer with pesticidal property. It is widely used in India to fertilize paddy, cotton and sugarcane. Also, it protects the plant roots from soil grubs and white ants. How it is prepared? Grind fresh neem cake and add them to castor cake. Mix it with topsoil. Thus we can control the worms that attack roots. Third one, neem oil emulsion. It is used to treat fungal infections in plants. Dissolve 60 grams soap in half liter water. Mix it with 1 liter of neem oil and stir well. Dilute it with 10 liter water and spray on plants. Now you are familiar with some of the biopesticides and why they are used. Let's see what is biofertilizers. Biofertilizers help to increase the fertility of soil and they boost the amount of organic matter and improve soil texture and structure. Examples: cow dung. It contains 3% nitrogen, 2% phosphorus and 1% potassium. By mixing them in soil, it can improve its soil holding capacity. Green manure. It provides organic matter as well as nitrogen from the leguminous plants, so it makes the soil rich in nutrients. Third one, compost manure. It provides essential nutrients such as phosphorus, potassium, nitrogen as well as enhanced microbial population necessary to release nutrients from soil. Fish manure. It is made by using bones, scales and skin of fishes and converted them for nutrients for the garden. Then poultry droppings and goat droppings. It is used as fertilizers as it contains all the essential nutrients required for crop production. Last one, bone meal. It is used as a source of phosphorus and protein. It is best for use in flowering plants and root crops. Today we have discussed about how to manage our crops. There is an activity for you. Prepare a questionnaire to interview a farmer or agriculture officer. You can prepare questions related to the new methods in farming, use of pesticides, fertilizers, scope of biofarming, etc. See you again. Thank you.